Welcome to Protect Microsoft Foundry Solutions with Microsoft Defender for Cloud. This intermediate level learning path will teach you how to secure AI workloads end to end using posture management, runtime threat detection, and built in guardrails. By the end, you'll be able to discover, protect, and investigate AI specific risks in Azure environments. This course is targeted at an intermediate audience, including security engineers, AI engineers, and developers. We'll focus on key Microsoft products: Microsoft Defender for Cloud, Azure, Azure AI Foundry, formerly Azure Machine Learning Services, and Microsoft Entra ID. The core topics covered are cloud security, threat protection specific to AI workloads, and integrated governance across the stack. As AI workloads become mission critical, they introduce security challenges that traditional cloud security tools don't fully address. Large language models can be manipulated through carefully crafted prompts. Sensitive data can inadvertently appear in generated outputs, and governance now extends beyond infrastructure to the behavior of the models themselves. Defender for Cloud extends traditional capabilities to cover these AI native risks. By completing this learning path, you will understand the unique risks to AI workloads and how Defender for Cloud protects them, enable the AI workloads plan and use cloud security posture management to remediate misconfigurations, leverage cloud workload protection to detect runtime threats, investigate AI specific alerts in Microsoft Defender XDR, and configure input output guardrails directly in Microsoft Foundry for responsible AI deployment. Before starting, ensure you have hands on experience managing Azure subscriptions, workloads, and Defender for Cloud plans, as well as familiarity with Microsoft Foundry and AI workload deployment patterns. You should also be comfortable with core cloud security principles, posture management, identity and access controls, and incident investigation workflows. These foundations will help you get the most value from the technical exercises ahead. Traditional security controls like network firewalls and endpoint protection are necessary but insufficient for AI workloads. Prompt injection allows attackers to manipulate model behavior with crafted inputs. Data leakage exposes sensitive information in outputs, and model misuse exploits generative capabilities for harmful or out of scope content. These threats originate at the application and model layer, requiring specialized detection and guardrails beyond infrastructure security. AI workloads in Azure span five distinct layers where sensitive data flows throughout. At the bottom is orchestration via Microsoft Foundry. Above that is the data layer, storage, databases, followed by the application layer, the apps, APIs, retrieval services, Azure AI Search, and finally model endpoints, Azure OpenAI. Threats can enter at any layer and propagate upward, making defense in depth across all layers essential. There are three primary categories of AI specific risks. Prompt injection includes direct attacks that override system instructions and indirect attacks via poisoned retrieved content. Data leakage occurs when sensitive information from training data, user inputs, cached prompts, logs, or evaluation datasets appears in outputs. Model abuse involves exploiting the model to generate harmful content, automate fraud, or produce material outside its intended scope. These risks require controls at both input and output stages. Here's a concrete example of how risks manifest in Azure. A malicious user submits a crafted prompt. If the application retrieves untrusted or compromised documents via Azure AI Search, those documents can contain hidden instructions that indirectly inject malicious prompts into the model. The model then follows those instructions, potentially leaking sensitive data in its response. This demonstrates why retrieval augmented generation (RAG) patterns require additional scrutiny. When threat modeling AI workloads, focus on two key areas: how prompts and responses could be manipulated, model behavior, and where sensitive data might be exposed across the stack. Map mitigations accordingly. Use Entra ID for identity protection, network isolation via private endpoints, prompt shields to block input attacks, and content safety filters to sanitize outputs. Microsoft provides two core guardrails. Prompt shields analyze and block manipulation attempts on model inputs, including jailbreak patterns and indirect injections. Context safety filters model outputs to detect and block harmful, ungrounded, or sensitive content before it reaches the user. Together, these built in defenses address the majority of AI specific risks at the model interaction layer. Azure offers an integrated ecosystem for AI security and governance. Microsoft Defender for Cloud provides posture management and workload protection. Microsoft Foundry adds model level guardrails and observability. Microsoft Purview handles data classification, protection, and lineage. Microsoft Entra ID enforces identity and conditional access. These tools work together to deliver defense in depth from infrastructure to model output. The tools align perfectly with the AI workload layers. Defender for Cloud protects infrastructure and compute. Purview secures data sources and classification. Entra ID governs identity and access. And Foundry applies guardrails at the application and model level. This provides consistent, aligned protection from underlying storage all the way to final model responses. Responsible AI requires transparency into operations, accountability for decisions, and enforceable governance. Microsoft Purview provides data lineage and classification for auditability, while Foundry adds traceable guardrail enforcement and observability of model interactions. Together, they enable organizations to demonstrate compliance with internal policies and external regulations. Congratulations on completing Module 1. You've identified the 5 layers of AI workloads, recognized the 3 main AI risk categories, understood how prompt shields and content safety work as guardrails, and learned how Defender for Cloud, Purview, Entra ID, and Foundry form a connected security framework. Moving to Module 2, Protect AI Workloads with Microsoft Defender for Cloud. In this module, we cover resource discovery, posture assessment, runtime threat detection, and incident investigation for AI specific assets. A single misconfiguration, such as a publicly accessible model endpoint or storage account containing training data, can expose sensitive assets to malicious activity. Traditional cloud security may not flag these AI specific issues, emphasizing the need for dedicated posture management. Defender for Cloud delivers comprehensive AI protection across 3 pillars. Discovery automatically identifies AI assets, providing full resource visibility and tagging. Posture management continuously assesses configurations, monitors compliance, and delivers prioritized remediation recommendations. Runtime protection offers active threat detection with real time anomaly monitoring, behavioral analysis, response actions, and security policy enforcement, ensuring end to end coverage from initial deployment through production operation. To begin protection, enable the AI Workloads plan in Defender for Cloud. Navigate to Environment Settings in the Azure portal, select your subscription, and toggle AI Workloads to On. Discovery of Azure OpenAI Foundry and related resources begins immediately, automatically building an inventory of your AI assets. Two optional settings enhance visibility. Suspicious prompt evidence captures redacted prompt snippets that triggered alerts for deeper investigation in Defender XDR. Data security for AI interactions integrates with Purview to classify and protect prompt response data, supporting compliance requirements without being mandatory. For comprehensive coverage, enable Defender CSPM for posture and attack path analysis, sensitive data discovery for data visibility, and Defender for storage at databases to protect AI data stores. Cross-cloud connectors are available for multi-cloud environments, and the Microsoft Security resource provider is required for policy enforcement. The Data and AI Security dashboard in Defender for Cloud gives you an at-a-glance view of your security posture. The overview panel shows protected, at-risk, and unprotected resources across clouds. Top issues highlights critical findings like unencrypted S3 buckets or publicly accessible AI models with direct remediation links. Data Closer Look tracks sensitive data discovery progress and high-risk locations, while AI Closer Look surfaces deployed services, exposed endpoints, and access control gaps, enabling rapid prioritization. The Defender for Cloud dashboard highlights top issues such as exposed storage accounts linked to AI services. Select an attack path to view contextual details, trace dependencies to the model endpoint, and follow linked recommendations for rapid remediation. Focus on these key recommendations. Enforce private endpoints for AI services instead of public access. Use managed identities rather than embedded keys. Enable encryption at rest for all datasets and storage. And remediate any internet exposed data or compute resources feeding AI workloads. Cloud security posture management for AI integrates seamlessly into the development to runtime lifecycle. Starting from development, CSPM, PM, RCPM, root or Verma to runtime lifecycle, CSPM posture responders to vision with the development to runtime lifecycle continuously assesses risks across AI workloads and their dependencies, storage, compute, networking, and model endpoints. It enforces security best practices through policy driven recommendations, then hands off to runtime protection for ongoing threat detection, ensuring resources remain compliant and hardened throughout their lifecycle. Use Cloud Security Explorer to query AI assets. Select the built in AI workloads and models in use template. Run the search and view discovered resources with their status and dependencies. This provides a complete AI bill of materials across VMs, storage, app services, and AKS clusters. CSPM automatically generates a comprehensive AI bill of materials, mapping all components, models, endpoints, data stores, and supporting infrastructure for full inventory and risk visibility. Attack path analysis visualizes how misconfigurations chain together. For example, a public storage account containing sensitive training data feeding an internet exposed model endpoint, helping prioritize remediation of high impact risks. Apply CSPM recommendations systematically. Enforce managed identities. Restrict public endpoints with private links. Enable encryption at rest. And patch vulnerable AI frameworks or libraries in your dependencies. Cloud Workload Protection provides real time behavioral analysis across VMs, containers, and managed AI services, detecting malicious prompt injections, data exfiltration attempts, compromised containers, and model hijacking in production environments. CWP identifies unusual access patterns to models or data stores, unauthorized outbound connections from compute nodes, code injection or privilege escalation in containers, and anomalous API call volumes indicating endpoint abuse, all with severity, affected resources, and remediation guidance. To view AI specific alerts, go to Security Alerts in Defender for Cloud, add a filter for product component name, and select AI and AI services. This surfaces only threats relevant to your AI workloads. Alerts provide rich context, severity, description, impacted model endpoints and containers, evidence such as redacted prompt segments matching known injection signatures, timeline of supporting events, and recommended actions including isolation, log review, and WAF rule updates. Respond quickly by changing alert status, creating automation rules, triggering logic app playbooks, quarantining resources, disabling credentials, or sending notifications to Teams or ServiceNow, all directly from the alert interface. Microsoft Defender XDR provides unified investigation by correlating AI specific alerts from Defender for Cloud with signals across identity, endpoints, and data sources. This creates consolidated incidents in Defender XDR, giving you full context of how AI attacks like prompt injections fit into broader adversary campaigns. Importantly, when enabled, you can view redacted prompt segments that triggered alerts, enabling precise root cause analysis without exposing sensitive data. In Microsoft Defender XDR, navigate to Incidents, filter by service/detection source, and select Microsoft Defender for Cloud, Microsoft Defender for AI Services to view correlated AI workload incidents with full investigation context. When investigating AI threats, Defender XDR allows you to review the actual prompt segments that triggered alerts. Start by opening an AI related alert within an incident. Select a specific alert, such as a jailbreak detection. Then, under the Activities tab, choose Related Activities. Finally, select the event and examine the prompt suspicious segment field. This displays the captured redacted prompt text or API payload, clearly showing the exact pattern that triggered the detection, giving you precise evidence for investigation and response. Use Defender XDR to coordinate response efforts, track incident lifecycle, assign ownership, and maintain full audit trails for AI related security events. Well done completing Module 2. You've enabled the AI Workloads plan, used dashboards and CSPM for posture insights, applied recommendations, detected runtime threats with CWP, and investigated AI alerts in both Defender for Cloud and Defender XDR. You now have end-to-end visibility and control over AI workloads, from discovery and posture management through runtime protection and incident response.